Hello, my name is Keto Patterson, and this is a presentation for an analysis that looks into the alcohol and bitterness levels for U.S. craft beers and the breweries that produce them. In this analysis, we analyzed two data sets, one containing information about the U.S. breweries themselves, and the other containing information about the different beer types. We did this in an attempt to identify trends which can provide areas of focus for deeper insights later, and also uncover potential market opportunities for clients like Budweiser and other beer companies. We have a few questions of interest that we would like answered by the end of this analysis. The first being, how many breweries are present in each state? Are there opportunities to open additional breweries? For example, are some markets oversaturated, or are some markets simply underrepresented? What do the summary statistics tell us? Is the data normally distributed? Is it skewed? Is it bimodal? Can the beer contents uncover any insights? Is there a correlation between the alcohol content and bitterness level? And if so, what is that correlation? And finally, what is the distribution of beer types? Is there a popularity? Do people prefer IPAs over lagers or over stouts? And how does that play a role, if any? The following diagram shows how we went from the raw data set to a tidy data set. First, we started off with two tables, one being the breweries table that shows the location information of all the breweries in the United States, and the other being the beers table, which gives the alcohol content, bitterness level, and style of each beer being produced by those breweries. We then created a comprehensive table where we merged both data sets on Brew ID. Once we did that, we identified and removed the missing values. And lastly, we created an additional column that takes the beer name and extracts the beer type. The bar graph shown to the left represents the total number of breweries by state in descending order. What's interesting of note here is that 4 of the top 6 states are all Western Territory states, those being Colorado, California, Oregon, and Washington. The following illustration shows the percentage of total owned by the Western territories. And as we can see, over a third of all breweries are located in the West, which is pretty interesting. On the left, figure 2, we have a bar plot that shows the median alcohol content by state. And on the right, we have figure 3, which shows the median bitterness level by state. The alcohol content by state seems to be less varied than the bitterness level by state. Could this mean that popularity is greatly affected by taste rather than alcohol? Figure 4 shows a scatter plot with alcohol content plotted on the x-axis and the bitterness level plotted on the y-axis. This graph suggests that there is a positive linear relationship between the two variables. As the alcohol content increases, so does the bitterness level. Figure 5, the bar graph on the left, is based on the additional column feature that we created in our tidy data set. It shows the distribution of beer types sorted in descending order. The figure on the right is a funnel list that shows the top 5 most popular craft beer types. As we can see, the top 5 beers make up about 73% of all craft beers made in the United States. It would be interesting to see if the popularity of beer types has any correlation with the distribution of breweries, or if the popularity is driven by the taste, bitterness, as opposed to the alcohol content. Further exploratory analysis and question of interest are required to dig deeper into this analysis.